Star Citizen 3.11 is really looking like it's making some nice progress on the roadmap at least, so I can't wait to see what is coming up next in future patches, future developments as well. So here we go. What are we looking at here? Spearfish? What the hell is that?
Putting a button on this week's brand theming, directors recently reviewed logo options for 4 brand new brands being worked on, including Spearfish, a maker of EMP weapons.
Okay, EMP weapons for ships, I suppose.
Rook Heavy Metals, a direct supplier of metals and custom alloys to the UEE military and advocacy.
Okay, so there's probably going to be so Rook is probably going to be an NPC metal guild, maybe. We'll see.
Galavan Publishing, the Terran-based publisher of Whitley's Guide for vehicle enthusiasts.
Okay, oh, so these are the guys that do a Whitley's Guide, and it's gonna be based on Terra. Okay, so they're starting working already on the lore that we're going to see on Terra. That's what I was saying. I was saying, I think that was like, I think that was in the Star Citizen predictions for 2020 video that I made in January. I made some predictions for CitizenCon, and I told you guys, last year CitizenCon gave us a preview of Pyro. This year CitizenCon is going to give us a preview of Terra. Mark my words. Could be totally crazy, guys. But that's another hint. That is another hint. They're working on Terra.
And the Navy Surplus brand, offering BDUs, jackets, pants, and more that have been retired from active service.
Alright, good. We need more pants. It's something that DG360 also made an entire video about. You know, we don't have enough pants in the verse, so we need more pants. I don't know if you guys agree. Please tell me in the chat.
Building Blocks, the all-purpose UI system that allows our systems designers to prototype and iterate on everything from heads-up displays to kiosk
What are we looking at here?
screens to vehicle dashboards and more, continues to be improved on, like this recent work adding drop-down and scrollable menus to its array of tools. Now, It may seem like a simple thing, but making features that scale both visually and contextually for the tremendous volume of different screen types in the verse is no easy task. And
I did not understand. I want to see. Okay, cool. That's cool, but I want to see flashy things. I want to see the cargo decks. I want to see the Mercury Star in there. How is the Mercury Star gonna progressing? I want to see Crusader. See? Do we have any progress on that?
before anybody goes reading too much into the text that you see here, this is all just a collection of random terms the folks in UI use to fill out the various spaces.
So there's basically nothing to see. What is that?
There's no info to mine here. Work also continues on the layout transitions and drag reordering functionality that will serve as the basis for managing players' physicalized inventory when that's scheduled to come online later this year.
Okay, so did you guys hear that? Player inventories, physicalized inventories, will come online later this year. Confirmed here by Jared. It's not in Star Citizen 3.11, so it's probably going to be in 4.0, which would make sense because 4.0 is supposed to have to introduce a whole lot of new features, especially if we are going to go to Pyro. Pyro is going to have a lot of exotic and rare harvestables, including those crabs that eventually will be there. So we definitely need to be able to carry some of the things that we'll find there on Pyro and then sell back at a more civilized space, such as, for example, the sentence system. So I just wish that we could have an actual in-game transcription of how this looks like, because this is just very theoretical so far. I just got an alert for a new PTU version. Really, a new PTU version? Let's have a look here, because right now, it's the O patch. So did they get a brand new patch? So the O, that would be the P patch. Did they move straight to the P patch already? It's still so. See, it's like, yeah, there you go, right? 10 hours ago, Havoc. So probably, it's probably the patch that was released 10 hours ago, Kodiak. Havoc, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
And after seeing the prototype iterate, there's also been some discussion about other systems this tech might also be used for. Now, who wants to take some guesses as to what?
Well, we'll see.
Members from the environment art team are
Ah,
continuing their work adapting the gas cloud tech originally developed for Squadron 42 to be used in the persistent universe.
good, good. Those glass tech that we've seen a long time ago. Did you guys remember that vertical slice? I think that was in late 2017 already. It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. Late 2017, we've seen the coil and yeah, hopefully we're going to see some of those clouds in the Stanton system. We saw that in last year's Citizen Con, near the jump point. It was pretty cloudy over there. When is this going to get into the verse? Let's figure it out.
Like this test for the spacescaping of service stations that sit along with
Oh, this definitely looks much better than what we are having right now at those Lagrange points.
range points throughout the Stanton
There you
system.
go, right at the Lagrange
Now,
points.
work like this will not only be used to bring added texture and visual breakup to the system, but it's also anticipated will add a fair number of new
Well, I think I saw something here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the previous frame. Where was it? Not here. Ah, here. That is very cool. They actually have those lights. They're going to have those lights that will guide players to the station. That is something that we definitely need because even right now, it's really hard sometimes to figure out where the station is actually located. So you have those lights that guide players. Hey, the station's over there. Follow the lights. That is going to be very useful.
texture and visual breakup to the system, but it's also anticipated will add a fair number of new gameplay opportunities as well, as we continue to explore the various ways.
And that's great. So you got those lights that tell the direction, and here you got this kind of perimeter here. I would love this if this was like the armistice zone perimeter around the station. So like within those lights you can fire. That would be a great indicator too.
Ways we can incorporate this tech across the breadth of Stanton's various points of interest. Work also continues apace on the upcoming cargo deck.
And parrots in the clouds. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Kodiak. It will be a great hiding point as well. Are these the cargo decks?
Which aim to bring new depth to cargo and
Yes!
player-to-player trading when they come online later this year. And while there's still some time left before players can jump in and explore for themselves, we'll continue checking in on their development via sprint reports as we have since they were merely concept paintings.
Okay. All right. Oh, whoa. Let's have a look first at those cargo decks. Yeah, they definitely seem to be moving along quite nicely. The props are getting there too. Got those multi-tools down there. It looks very industrial. Kind of look like a Home Depot shop at the same time. NPC, useless NPC. I hope that one day those NPCs, at counters will be working one more because they've been inactive for way too long. Way too long. What are we looking at here? Is this the constellation?
Finally, before we let you go, some very early updates for one of Star Citizen's original 5 spacecraft, including work on the constellation Taurus's.
Oh, the constellation Taurus. How long has it been since players have been begging for the constellation Taurus to finally get in development?
Expanded cargo bay and early prototyping of an automated docking process for the Merlin and Archimedes into the constellation's custom docking port.
Oh my gosh, how long has it been since we've been wanting to do that and finally use that useless Merlin at the back of the constellation? Is it finally going to be... Oh my.
Early days yet, but the promise of being able to launch Parasite craft from the constellation just got one step closer.
Okay, good.
So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that brands can help.
Well, we learned some interesting... Well, let's be honest, guys. It wasn't a very sexy episode, especially that whole brand segment. Yeah, sure. From a lore perspective, it's interesting. Yeah, but it's not really a... I mean, we haven't learned much about Star Citizen 3.11 except for the cargo decks. That's basically the only feature in Star Citizen 3.11 that was featured in today's episode. But it's not really a surprise, guys, because that's the first episode of the 3.11 season. The first episode of seasons always a little bit lackluster. It's always like that. I think that we should wait for the next couple of weeks to finally start seeing those inside Star Citizen episode pickup. But anyway, it's good to see Jared back. It's good to see that spring report. It's good to see some of those techs being worked on. Quite excited. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to the channel because there's, of course, more content going to be coming up later.